Hi everybody and welcome. Welcome to this time of the week again. Honestly, where do the weeks go? I do not know. Anyway, it's the Kyung and my challenge, and we take it in turns every week, turnabout to make the prompt for the next week. And it was my turn last week to say what the prompt was, and I said turquoise and gold, and I have no idea what was in my head when I said it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't this. So, because I'm making the Timmy tome, my whole world is full of Timmy at the minute. So I've had to clear the decks and have a bit of a think about what I was going to do. And this is what I've come up with. This is a very bright turquoise, about 160, so it's thick side of paper, thin side of card, that sort of thing. And I've run it through my Big Shot with an embossing folder. I'm still not sure which is the right and the wrong side. That might be the right side actually. And then I took my nesting oval dies and I chose one solid frame and just ran it through. So I've got a hole, got an oval hole out the middle. And then I took some mirror board. Whoa, that's shiny. And I put the same size in the centre and then one of the fancy ones around the outside to give me that sort of scalloped edge. So they're great. I love nesting dies. They're just brilliant. And let's see where it's going to go. This is how far we've got so far. Last week was a bit chunky, wasn't it? Oh, I see. Oh, it flips again. Oh, blimey. Yeah, that was a chunky page. Very nice. Can't beat a bit of flipping and folding and stuff. So it's going to go here. So I think I've cut this down to an appropriate size for there. This bit didn't fit in the embossing folder, so I think I might just trim that off actually. I think it'll be all right like that. So let's just trim that bit off. There we are. Now it looks like it's the complete thing. Oh, I might have made it. Oh, I've got a bit at the top as well that's missed. Let's trim that off. No, that wasn't all of it. That's it. Okay. Right, so I'm not sure if this is... It's centred left to right on the page, but I think this is smaller than that bit. So let's just have a quick measure and see. That from the hole to the edge is 1 5/8, and that from the hole to the edge is 1 3/4. Right, so I'm going to make the bigger one the one on the bottom, like that. The smaller one the one at the top. Right, okay, we're coming along. And this is going to be a giant pocket, is what it's going to be when it's finished. And it's going to have a journaling card going in there. But the idea is that I'm going to stick that onto there, like that. In fact, there's nothing stopping me sticking that on now. It's very bright, that, and I'm sorry if it keeps blinding you. I'm so sorry, I'm not going to stop. And I'm not going to ink this. I don't think that turquoise would lend itself too much to being inked, so I'm not going to. And I'm just going to stick this frame around there. And I think it'll look quite nice. Come on, glue. That's it, whatever was ailing it. So it is actually a truly disgusting day here today. It's not particularly cold, it's 10 degrees, but it's sideways rain. It's coming down off the fell sideways. So it's a day for the fire and a day for the cricket and a day to not do anything too much, to be honest. Although I have got the next page, next section of my Timmy tome done. and I'll be making a video about that maybe today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Right, so let's get this stuck onto here. I maybe should have used collal, so I would have had a bit of a fiddle factor, but I didn't, so there's no point wishing for that now. This just doesn't want to fit. Okay, that's not so bad. Phew, there we go. And I will eventually put one of Timmy's found relatives in there. I need to buff this up because it's got all my handprints everywhere, but it probably will have more by the time I've finished. So my idea now, and I don't know if this is going to work, I've never seen it done before, it's not revolutionary, it's just different, is to, do you remember when I was showing you my unboxing of the Budley stuff? I had a load of little brads, and I'm going, because this is sort of, you can see the pattern on there, can't you? So every time it intersects like there, I'm thinking a little gold brad would look absolutely lovely. That's the plan, and it's one way to get through your brads pretty quickly. But I don't use many gold brads. I use the sort of vintagey ones more. So, you know, I'm not too sorry at having to use the gold ones up. If I can get into it, that is. I don't know how one is supposed to get in here. No, it's definitely that side. I'm in. So I'm going to tip them out because they're going to go everywhere if I leave them in that box because it's a bit springy. And let's just start by making some holes. So get your pokey stick. These are really little, so I don't need much of a hole. So I'm just going to poke the centre of that area. Let's just do one first, shall we? Let's do one and see if it's what we think it's going to be. Ooh, yeah, might be. And then I've just got it. Oh yeah, this is where the fun starts, when you have to open brads. Come on. That's it. Well done, fella. Lovely. So let's just have a look and see. Oh yeah, that's going to look really nice, I think. So let's carry on. So, what are you guys busy with at the minute? I mean, you all know what I'm busy with. I'm busy with Timmy's terrific tome, and it's taken just about every waking hour, I can tell you. Because I'm doing a one, sort of pretend one, as it were, to start with, just to make sure that the plan sort of works. That's torn there, but it doesn't. I'm going to back it onto something anyway, so I can't just have all these brads sticking out on the back. It would catch everything. No, I hadn't bargained on this taking so long to open these brads. But you know, it is what it is. Oh, missed one out, there's one there. Yeah, so I kind of get up in the morning and I think about flips and tucks and folds and you name it, and then try and remember it, because I've kind of given up writing it down in a book because I don't understand it. When I come back to look at it, I don't understand what I've written. It doesn't make sense. So I have to strike while the iron's hot and do the faux Tim. Let's call it faux Tim, shall we? Do the faux Tim one first while it's in my mind. Looks a bit high. So there's going to be quite a few of these. Oh, I managed to tear that as well. Not being very careful. I should have spritzed the card, actually, is what I should have done, but I didn't. Wow, that's bright. 2, 3, 4. I don't think I can get one in there, so I'll ignore that one. 5, so let's stick another 5 in. Whoops, a daisy. I hope this is going to look nice because it's quite an effort. So yeah, when my A3 paper came the other day, it came in one of those quite large Amazon boxes, sort of like a tray, you know, long and flattish. And Mr. F nabbed it for firelighting duties, fair enough. And he just literally put it down beside the fire to use later. But in the interim, Catkin has colonised it. He thinks it's a great place to hide and pounce and wrap himself up in, you know, that brown paper that they put inside the boxes. He loves the sound of that. And oddly, Bobby used to love that, right up until we had Catkin. But I think that, I don't know, he's become a bit of an old stager, really, since Catkin arrived. Like, what? Play with a cardboard box? Me? Don't be silly. So, yeah, Catkin's got it all to himself. In fact, I think he's sleeping... Oh, no, he's sleeping in Bobby's bed now. So let's mark another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then that doesn't leave us very many at all to do. I think this technique, if you want to call it that, I mean, it's not a technique, we're literally poking a hole and shoving a brad through it, but I think it would look very nice on a journal cover. Don't you? I think that would be the best place to use it. But this journal that I'm doing with Kyung, it is quite experimental, and I'm seeing what I like and what I don't like. That page spread that I did last weekend for the collaboration, I put it into the Timmy journal, so the lap book. So it's a good place to experiment. Mr. F and myself, we've had a wager today as to when the first snow will fall. And I said the 6th of December, and he said the 3rd of December, 2nd of December, sorry. So we'll see who's closest. I mean, it might not snow at all until then. There's no prize, apart from gloating ability. If you're right, you can gloat. But there's no prize apart from that. It's just a little wager. It would be so much easier if I hadn't just cut my nails. But you know, we're getting there. Getting around it. Good job I just got these brads, because I haven't got any others that are this sort of size at all. And certainly not gold. But I am thinking that I really do like this as a journal cover. So as ever, you're more than welcome to take the idea and run and see where you get to with it. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that's it then. Doing all right. Oh, I found out what it is that caused all my t-shirts to go into holes. It's my Timmy trimmer. It's when I lean forward to cut with the Timmy trimmer, my t-shirt was in the way, so I was trimming it as well. So I found out what it is at least, so now I know what it is, I'm aware of it, and I can be a bit more careful. So yeah, I'm not going to be wearing new t-shirts to craft in. I think that's the long and the short of that. The ones that have got holes in, I'll just use them. I mean, I'm only at home, nobody's coming or anything, so yeah, I'll just use them. When I'm doing a live, I might put a nice one on. A one with no holes. Good job I'm not shaky today, I would have no chance. Come on. That's it. Right, there we go. Well, I think that looks super cool. Really like it. I could probably get one in there and one in there actually. Let's do that. That is so shiny. One in there and one in there. And this will definitely be our last two. Because this could get old very soon. Definitely could. I'm thinking that's going to fit in there, I hope so. So I've made a hole for it now. Go on, in you go. Yeah, that's alright, I think we're okay. Right, so let's have a good look at this and make sure we haven't missed any obvious ones. No, we're alright, so let's pop those back in there then. And there's still plenty gold ones left, to be honest. But it's the sort of darker ones that I like to use, the sort of blacks and gunmetal and those sort of colours. So I've still got a full tub of those because I haven't used any, just gold. Right, pop that there. Okay, so what we need now is one of our relatives. And it's going to have to be the big ones because the smaller ones won't fit. So let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got these two. He looks alright, but she looks a bit, I don't know, angry maybe? Oh, it's him. We used him in Timmy. I love him. He's lovely. He would go there, wouldn't he? Yeah, he would go there. He looks kind of nice, doesn't he? I like him. Then we've got these two ladies all dressed up. I think it must be Thanksgiving Day, 4th of July, I mean, because there's a flag flying. Yeah, and they all look quite dressed up, don't they? Then there's this lady. She is having a bad hat day, if you ask me. Yeah. Then there's this little family, and they are so gorgeous. This little fella here. And his two sisters and his brother. Bobbin turned a little settee chair there for them. He's got his everyday boots on, look, they're nearly worn out. So is a big fella as well. But the girls are all dressed up in the finery. Well, the boys have got ties on. Oh, they're lovely. And these three that I think must be bridesmaids. Beautiful. And this family here, Mummy, Daddy and the little girl carrying a flower basket. These two on their wedding day. She looks very happy. He looks slightly trepidatious. And these three girls here. No, I'm sorry. Nobody is as good as this fella. He's just the best. In the journal, he's called Lawrence Chesterfield. That's his name. So I can't change his name now. His name's his name. So he is Lawrence Chesterfield. So what I'm going to do is just run some glue around here just to get him in place. Yeah, Lawrence Chesterfield. Jania came up with the Mr. Chesterfield, and then Judy came up with... no, was it Judy? I don't think... Well, I think it was Sharon. Came up with Lawrence. So Lawrence Chesterfield he is. So let's lay him down and then get him, because we haven't got much wiggle room right and left. Up a wee bit, perhaps. There, yeah. There you go, Lawrence. What do you reckon? You've been very busy this last couple of days, haven't you, lad? Yeah, that's great. Let's just smoosh that down. We've got glue here that we didn't need, but it doesn't matter. It's going to get stuck onto something else anyway. So that's... Oh, yeah. Look at Lawrence. He's gorgeous. Right, so I'm going to stick this onto a piece of coffee-stained paper, assuming I can find some. Yes, I can. Mr. F keeps me well furnished with coffee-stained paper. He's a good lad. So that is now finished. I just need to back it onto something, because honestly, if you're putting a journaling card or something in there, you're not going to get very far. So I think I'll stick that down to the coffee stained paper first, and then I'll cut it out, because it never works if I do it the other way. So I'm using my trusty Kalal. Oh, there's the Amazon man at the door. He's not bringing anything exciting today. He's bringing Bobby. He's bringing ink, because I've printed out so much and I'm out of ink. Yeah, well done, Bob. We're all right though. Is that an ink cartridge in that box? It's the most ridiculously large box.
There's not a cartridge.
Oh, I see, there's several.
You know me, buy in bulk.
Well, you must have been buying in a lot of bulk, because that's a blinking big box. Don't you find Amazon does that? They send you tiny little things in a massive box, and then everybody goes on about, you know, recycling and looking after things. Anyway, that's an argument for another day, isn't it, eh? So let's pop that there and up there. And I might have to press this down from this side. There we go. Oh, I think I've got some ink or something on Mr. Chesterfield. Well, he looks nice, doesn't he? On the camera, this is looking more blue. Let me tell you, it really is turquoise. Honest, it is. There we go. Okay, there we have it. This is the page it's going on to. Yeah, that's a nice bit. Lovely. Oh! Show me. Oh yeah, that's quite a bit of ink. Wonder how long that'll last. Shall we have a wager? Right, so I can stick that down around the outside, but I might as well, when I'm here, cut my journaling card. So, yeah, I'm going to lose a bit because of the glue. So let's mark it there, and same at the bottom and top. There's going to be glue, so let's do that there. Let's bring in the Timmy trimmer, trim that off. This should be a reasonable sized journaling card, really. So that's going to go in there like that. Yes. And on the side, I want a gold tab if I can get one. I'm not sure that this gold is going to work or if it's going to crack. It might crack. And if it does, hey ho, it does, you know. But it's worth a try, isn't it? I had my flu vaccine, no, booster, my COVID booster yesterday. And I can tell you that my arm is very sore. I don't feel ill or anything, not at all, but my arm is sore. But I think some of that is that I tensed my arm when she was giving me the injection, and you know, you shouldn't do that. You should be relaxed. And it was only after she'd done it and I relaxed, I thought, oh, you chump. But, you know, it's done now. It's done. Whoops. Just going to try and score this and see if I can save it cracking. Should have scored it on the other side. Well, there we go. I've scored it every way up. Let's see if it's going to go without cracking. Yay! Brilliant. This nifty little scoreboard that Nancy got me, it's great. It just fits on the table, no problem. So that's just pretty much going to go there. But what am I going to put on there? This is looking a bit dull. I hadn't planned on putting anything on there. Let's stick Mr. Chesterfield on. Let's do that. I've got a circular. Nah, it's oval anyway. That wasn't what I had in mind. Which side is out? This side. Yeah. Oh, this glue really wants to get stuck today. Where's a pin? Where is there a pin? Pin around when you need one. Come on. Come on, don't you know my arm's sore? That must be a flipping pin. Yeah, got one. Poor Mr. F just stood up to help me out. Oh, it's really blocked up. Anyway. Come on, art glitter. That's it. Just gone a bit wild there. A little bit wild. I must say, if you buy one of these large art glitters, it's probably easier to decant it into the smaller ones. I mean, I've kind of got the hang of this now, so I'm used to it. But if you're not used to handling glue and you buy a big art glitter, buy a little one to go along with it, then use the little one and then fill that up from this one. Because this is it can be a bit difficult to just be precise with. Okay, so there you go. So let's have it over, oops, over there. Yes, that's great, lovely jubbly. I'm going to have to turn it over again to press it down. Lovely. Now, we've got this tag. I'm just wondering if I should put like a big, I don't know if I've still got a big gold butterfly. I did have one for ages, but it might have flown away by now. What was that? I don't know. Let's have a look through what we've got. Butterflies, beasties, flowers. No, nothing in there that's grabbing me. Although they're quite nice, aren't they? Yeah, but it's not about that. It's just not about that. I did have a massive gold butterfly. Ugh, don't say he's gone away. Hang on, is this him here? Yes, here he is. Here he is. He's been waiting for this moment for so long. And there's a blue one as well. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. We hit pay dirt. Oh, that's interesting. It's a roll of Tim Holtz collage paper. Ooh. Ah, you know, when you don't keep your drawers tidy, you miss out on a lot of stuff that you've got. Thank you. So I've got this one and I've got this one. I'm kind of liking that. I think I just want the one on, just that one. Yeah, just that one on his own. Yeah. It's a gold. Gold was the prompt, so let's go gold. So let's stick him down. Oh, I am delighted to find him. Ah, the glue's gone wonky again. Put these back in the drawer. Unplug this. This really has got a problem today. I don't know what it is, but it's a problem. Doesn't usually do this on me because I'm really good at putting my lid back on it. But it's... If you don't do better than this, mate, it's just going to threaten it with using Collal. Not got it going. No, use me. Die cuts are so handy, aren't they? If you're sitting on the fence and you can afford to, and you're thinking about buying a die cutting machine, would you get any use out of it or whatever? I use mine loads. I really do, and it's probably one of the best bigger purchases that I've made in the world of craft. My sewing machine, obviously, that was a big purchase. And I hadn't been using it very much because my old one packed up and so I was sulking really. But I've got the new one out and it's doing really well. I'm liking it now. So yeah, let's pop that there then. I don't think you're getting the full effect of this. Look at it. It's ultra shiny. It's kind of like nothing I've ever made before. Well, that's not true. I have made, what do you call them? Boho journals. They tend to be a bit like this. So let's just put this tab on. We'll have to wait to see what next week's prompt is when Kyung gives us it. But I believe that today is Matthew, her husband's birthday. So she might not be playing today. And of course she's had all that dental work done. I'll just fold that over and pop that there. Lovely. I like that. So I think it's about time we polished our gold up. See if this fits into Mr. Chesterfield. Oh, perfectly. That is a perfect fit. So there we have it, guys. That is my offering to you today for the collaboration journal with Kyung. This is my turquoise and gold. It's turquoise and gold. And I must admit, I am keen on this Brad situation here. Don't be surprised if you see it coming to a journal near you sometime soon. Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you are all well and that those of you who've been unwell are on the road to recovery. I do think about you guys all the time and wish you all the best. So I'll see you soon with the next edition of Timmy's terrific tome. Thanks for joining me today. Bye guys.